Tennessee Titans at home this week, trying to snap a 6-game losing streak. Win meter still stuck on the loneliest number. They take on the Jacksonville Jaguars, who now have division title aspirations after pulling off an OT win last week, their third victory in their last 4.
Little now from 52, and the kick is perfect.
Say hello to the Captain Jack Sparrows of the NFL, stumble around half the time looking dazed and confused. Trevor Lawrence throwing 3 INTs versus Arizona, also lost a fumble. Offense just 3 for 11 on third down, and yet still walked out victors, still put up 27 points.
To the end zone, Lawrence finding Washington.
Bottom line, they've been good for 27-plus points in 3 of their last 4, and now they're going after a Tennessee defense that's given up 27-plus points in 4 of their last 5, surrendered 30 to Seattle, have allowed 27 per game on average for the year, still haven't figured out how to slow quarterbacks, which has been a year-long issue, gave up 244 yards to Sam Darnold, no picks, over 9 yards per attempt allowed, a rating allowed near 120, their DB letting Darnold hook up with JSN for 167 yards and 2 scores.
Up for Jackson Smith, and Jigba drops it in the bucket, and he will backpedal for a touchdown.
Titans defense, the Jennifer Melfi of the league. They're the ones to visit when you're not feeling right. Unless your name is Tony, you leave feeling better after seeing them. Kind of defense Trevor Lawrence could use a dose of. 3-pick day versus Arizona left him with an 81 rate. That makes 5 straight games he's left work with a sub-82 rate. His rate for the season sub-80.
Lawrence thinks he has that window to hit Jacoby Myers.
Lawrence still comes in off one of his best 2025 games, though. It's all relative with T-Law this year. He threw 3 touchdowns, went for over 250 yards, a nice 8.5 yards per attempt.
Etienne doing it as a receiver. Etienne for the Jacksonville touchdown.
Did take 3 sacks, has taken 3+ in 4 of his last 6. Until last week, each time it happened, they lost. Titans defense has a healthy sack total, but only found their way to Darnold once, which made it easier for Darnold to find Smith and Jigba. He was the only pass catcher they gave up over 30 yards to. This week, they square off with tight end Brenton Strange. He returned from injury, immediately led the team with 93 receiving yards.
Cardinals rush 4. Lawrence gonna throw it and delivers.
Parker Washington also fared well versus Arizona, scored with 71 yards, almost double his season average.
And Parker Washington, who has been as reliable as it gets, makes that key grab.
Jacoby Myers chipped in 50 yards plus a touchdown. He's been good for 41 to 64 yards in each of his games since coming over in that trade.
Heavy blitz. Lawrence has to work quickly into the end zone. It's Myers.
And Jacksonville's ETN machine was finally flush with cash again. Travis kicked out 30 receiving yards and a score, plus 86 yards on the ground at a 5.7 clip. Hadn't cracked 4 yards per carry his 3 previous games in a row.
Etienne busting free. It's a foot race inside Arizona territory.
He's lined up to keep it going, too. Titans gave up 71 yards on 6.5 per attempt to Kenneth Walker. 35 yards and a TD allowed to Zach Charbonnet on 5.8 a carry. Stopping runners, not a strength for them this year either.
Back to Charbonnet. Bouncing to the edge, Charbonnet towards the goal line.
So what about the other side of the coin? Jacksonville's defense took care of business for the 2nd game in a row, despite their offense giving Arizona extra chances in short fields. Jaguars held their offense to 17 points, 5 for 16 on third down, and 1 for 3 in the red zone.
And a direct snap taken by Greg Dortch, and Dortch is going backwards.
They held the Chargers to 6 points the week before. They're sitting on a respectable 22-point per game average for 2025, set up to keep their defensive momentum going too, being Tennessee's offense is one of 3 teams averaging 15 points per game, only accounted for 17 last week.
They have flushed and gotten Cam Ward out of the pocket multiple times here.
They went 6 for 17 on third down. It's an offense with a season high of 22 points. Cam Ward, though, is showing up to this contest off maybe his best game as a pro. Have to know this kid has spent most of the year paddling upstream with like one broken paddle at best. He's making some really nice throws in spots, over 250 yards versus a tough Seattle defense, no picks, 1 touchdown, a 91 rate.
Ward on the rollout, fires to the end zone, and it's DK with the touchdown.
He hasn't thrown a pick in 3 straight, and he was more decisive about taking off last week, scored his first rushing touchdown, led the team with 30-plus rush yards.
You know, Cam Ward just kind of jumps in behind Chico Okonkwo and has 2 lead blockers to the end zone.
Now he tries to build on that versus a Jacksonville secondary that did just give up over 300 yards to Jacoby Brissett. Didn't pick him off once, 1 TD allowed, but those 317 yards came on 49 pass attempts. They held him to 6.5 per attempt. They are top 10 in rating allowed for the year.
Brissett slinging one, incomplete. And that was played brilliantly.
And check out the pass rush sitch. Even though they didn't have Trayvon Walker, Jags pass rush comes in feeling loose after sharing a Jacoby sixer. Dennis Gardick chugged 1.5, Devin Lloyd 1.5, Josh Hines-Allen knocked one back. He has at least 1 in 3 of his last 4, so he's heating up.
Hines-Allen, who has almost 10 pressures in this game, makes the key play.
The door to see Ward is usually wide open. He's a grass aficionado at this stage. Not sure Towley knows it as well. Face planted in it 4 times by Seattle, has taken 3+ sacks 6 straight games now. Nobody easier to track down at home in 2025.
Ward. Pressure again. Ward's in trouble. Down he goes.
When he's not hanging with Cheech and Chong, the candidates to receive one of his balls, Chico Okonkwo, who leads them in yards for the year, 40 last week.
An open as Okonkwo into Seattle territory and out of bounds.
40 to 66 yards 6 times this season for Chig. James Prochet put up a season-high 42 yards. Just his 3rd game played this year.
Over the middle, open, and a first down. It's James Prochet.
Chimere DK, 44 yards, and Ward's lone TD. 3rd game the rookie has left some kind of mark this season.
Midfield and beyond. All the way down the sidelines. DK will take it to the house.
And their lead pass catcher last week, Gunnar Helm, a season-high 51 yards.
All kinds of pressure. Flips it ahead to his tight end, Gunnar Helm. Helm going airborne. Helm fights his way to the 20.
Along the ground, Tony Pollard, 20 yards, 11 tries versus Seattle. So a Ron measly 1.8 a run. That's back-to-back shifts. He's had showings like that too. Jags' rush defense faced 15 rush attempts by Michael Carter and Bam Knight, held them to 40 yards. Jags have taken Tennessee 5 of the last 6 games, 1 playoff showdown in their history back when they were partying like it was 1999, until it wasn't. Jags went 15-3 that year, all 3 losses to the same team.
Baby, now people know we for real, baby.
The AFC Championship was the 3rd battle between the Titans and the Jaguars, and critics again questioned Tennessee's chances of winning. Momentum shifted the Titans' way when Josh Evans sacked Brunell for a safety.
And Tennessee has surged in front by 11.
And Steve McNair's run swept the Jaguars out of the playoffs.
They're stacked up tight. Play action.
Oh my.
McNair looking deep. Cuts up the middle. He can run 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Dives to the 1-yard line. McNair sneaking. He's pushed by Lorenzo Neal into the end zone. Touchdown, Titans!
But this miracle season was an electrifying and unpredictable one.